Hello friends, welcome back to the channel and Happy New Year! If you are new here, I'm Cordy Yikes and I spend a lot of my time celebrating indie games, cozy experiences, and incredible talented people that are behind the games. Over the past year, I had a chance to play and discover so many amazing indie titles. Some during quiet nights at home, and others while walking the showroom floors at events like PAX, DreamHack, and Seattle Indies. And honestly, indie games have completely stole my heart yet again. They're creative, emotional, and a little weird in the best possible way. And they constantly remind me how much magic can come from a small studio with big ideas. So, to kick off the first video of the new year, I wanted to look back and share some of my favorite indie experiences. What made each of these games special, how I discovered them, and why they should be on your radar this year. So let's jump in. Centum. Centum is one of those games that quietly crawls under your skin. It blends storytelling, puzzled elements, and tension in a way that makes you constantly question what's really happening. It's psychological and incredibly smart in how it builds unease without the need of jump scares or chaos. If you love narrative indies that stick with you, Centum is exactly that kind of game. Wanderstop.
I'm not meant to be here. I'm a fighter. I'm meant to be in the arena, in combat. But instead,
It's
I'm
the
out here in the
kind of
middle of the
indie game
woods,
that lets you
running a tea
move
shop.
at your own pace.
So, what does running a tea shop involve? Well, there's a lot of gardening, and I've had to get used to the pretty unique tea machine they've got here. None of these tasks are all that hard, they just take patience.
If you like
Now, I'm not
experiences
really
that
the
feel
patient
like
type,
comfort food gaming,
but I'm
this one's
surviving.
for you.
Of course, I have to actually serve.
Hungry Horror. Hungry Horror delivers that classic indie horror feeling. Unsettling environment, tension-filled moments, and a lot of cooking. And storytelling that creeps up slowly rather than screaming in your face. It's eerie, creative, atmospheric in a way
You should cherish
Layla.
you should let fade.
Layla is beautiful in that emotional, artistic indie way. It feels heartfelt, thoughtful, and very human. It's a game that doesn't just entertain, it says something, and I love games that aren't afraid to soften their tones and focus on storytelling, feelings, and connection. Desolus. Desolus feels like you're stepping into a surreal dream world. It's visually striking, incredibly artistic, and full of puzzle-driven mystery. It has that experimental indie spirit that makes you feel like you're exploring something truly unique instead of something manufactured or formulated. It's bold, creative, honestly, just memorizing to play. Itsy Realm. Itsy Realm is a pure charm. It's whimsical, colorful, and full of personality. Every part of it feels like a loving craft, from the world to the tone to the gameplay. It is one of those games that just makes you feel happy to play. Royalty Free-for-All. Royalty Free-for-All was such a clever and creative way to blend style, music, humor, and personality into something that's just instantly feels fun and memorable. This indie project reminded me of Saturday cartoons. It feels like one of those indie projects where the developer really had fun making it. You feel the energy while playing. Fresh tracks.
Once upon a rhyme, as we say in
If you
Norway.
took Hades,
The story song
put
of the
it on
champion
skis,
was
added a
about to
drum
begin.
solo, and said, "Go fight the Queen of Terror," you'd get fresh tracks. Everything about the game is moving to the beat, dodging trees, jumping gaps, slicing monsters with a rhythmic blade, all while staying locked into the music. This isn't just skiing, you're switching between multiple skylines, timing, attacking to drum hits, and sometimes literally cutting down trees during a solo. It's fast, it's chaotic, and if you miss the rhythm, you'll feel it immediately. If you love rhythm games but want something more action heavy, this might be your next obsession. It's a roguelike, it's high speed, and honestly, it really does feel like Hades on skis. Crystal of Atlan. Crystal of Atlan is a free-to-play, cross-platform action RPG set in a magic punk world. Think airship, Magtech, and dungeon crawling with a high-speed combat. There's co-op dungeons, a guild fleet system, and even fair 1v1 and 3v3 player versus player, which means skill matters more than the wallet. If you want anime-style aerial combat but still crave that MMO progression grind, Crystal of the Atlan's might be your next obsession. Obadeki-Dora 2 Chase and Seek. Imagine hide and seek, but the monsters can walk through walls. This is a 3-minute asymmetrical multiplayer tag game where 1 to 2 monsters hunts down 3 to 6 humans in a spooky Japanese-inspired arena. So it's not just survival, it's teamwork. And the monsters, they're not playing fair. Some can phase through walls, others track your footprints, even match feels different depending on who's hunting you. If you love chaotic party games but want something quick and strategic, this might be the perfect one. Wildcard. What if a trading card game lets you jump into the arena and fight alongside your deck? Wildcard is what they are calling a collectible card action game, and it fuses third-person combat with a real deck-building strategy. You directly control a champion in real time, dodging, using abilities, popping ultimates, but before the match even starts, you build a deck with 10 summons and 3 wild cards. During the battle, you spend mana to spawn the creatures that tank, deal damage, or support your push. If you love trading card games and deck building, also want mechanical skills to matter, this might be one of the most interesting competitive hybrids out right now. So, those are the indie games that have shaped my year. I discovered them in different places, but they all share one thing. They remind me of how meaningful, beautiful, weird, emotional, and fun games can be. Let me know in the comments which of these games are you excited about and what indie game defined your year. If you love indie gaming spotlights, cozy vibes, or creative experiences, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stick around because next year we're going even bigger. Thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.